Welcome to the Transitions Daily podcast. Transitions Daily is an online recovery group that offers a daily distribution of popular recovery resources accompanied by a secret Facebook group for discussion. We hope you enjoy today's readings.
This is Transitions Daily for November 29th, read by Buddy C. from Atlanta, Georgia, USA. AA Thoughts for the Day. A Friend. We finally saw that faith in some kind of God was a part of our makeup, just as much as the feeling we have for a friend. Sometimes we had to search fearlessly, but he was there. He was as much a fact as we were. We found the great reality deep down within us. In the last analysis, it is only there that he may be found. It was so with us. Alcoholics Anonymous, 4th edition, page 55. Thought to consider. Faith dares the soul to go beyond what the eyes can see. AA acronym. Faith. Finding answers in the heart. Just for today. Income from the 3 legacies of Alcoholics Anonymous. The peak of the flood finally passed, but the regular correspondence traffic through the headquarters remained so great that we saw we would have to have permanent paid help. Volunteers could not handle the situation. We also realized that these increased demands upon the office could not be met out of book income. So for the first time, we asked the AA groups to help. Trustees Howard and Burt went on the road. They asked that all AA groups contribute to a special fund in the foundation, which would be earmarked for AA office expenses only. The contributions would be entirely voluntary. As a measuring stick, it was suggested that each group send in $1 per member per year. Alcoholics Anonymous Comes of Age, pages 191, 192. Daily Reflections. Active Guardians. To us, however, it represents far more than a sound public relations policy. It is more than a denial of self-seeking. This tradition is a constant and practical reminder that personal ambition has no place in AA. In it, each member becomes an active guardian of our fellowship. 12 Steps and 12 Traditions, page 183. The basic concept of humility is expressed in the 11th tradition. It allows me to participate completely in the program in such a simple yet profound manner. It fulfills my need to be an integral part of a significant whole. Humility brings me closer to the actual spirit of togetherness and oneness, without which I could not stay sober. In remembering that every member is an example of sobriety, each one living the 11th tradition, I am able to experience freedom because each one of us is anonymous. As Bill sees it, random quote, facing criticism. Sometimes we register surprise, shock, and anger when people find fault with AA. We're apt to be disturbed by such an extent that we cannot benefit by constructive criticism. This sort of resentment makes no friends and achieves no constructive purpose. Certainly, this is an area in which we can improve. Grapevine, July 1965. It is evident that the harmony, security, and future effectiveness of AA will depend largely upon our maintenance of a thoroughly non-aggressive and pacific attitude in all our public relations. This is an exacting assignment because in our drinking days we were prone to anger, hostility, rebellion, and aggression. And even though we are now sober, the old patterns of behavior are to a degree still with us, always threatening to explode on any good excuse. But we now know this, and therefore I feel confident that in the conduct of our public affairs, we shall always find the grace to exert restraint. 12 Concepts, page 69. Big Book quote. Remember that we deal with alcohol, cunning, baffling, powerful. Without help, it's too much for us. But there is one who has all power. That one is God. May you find him now. Alcoholics Anonymous, 4th edition, How It Works, page 58. 24 hours a day, AA Thought for the Day. The AA way is the way of sobriety, and yet there are slips. Why do these slips occur? Why don't we all accept AA and stay sober from then on? There are many reasons, but it has been proved without exception that once we have been alcoholics, we can never drink successfully again. This has never been disproved by any case we know of. Many alcoholics have tried drinking after a period of sobriety, from a few days to a few years, and no one that we know of has been successful in becoming a normal drinker. Could I be the only exception to this rule? Meditation for the day. We're gathered together in thy name. First, we're gathered together, bound by a common loyalty to God and to each other. Then, when this condition has been fulfilled, God is present with us. Then, when God is there and one with us, we voice a common prayer. Then it follows that our prayer will be answered according to God's will. Then, when our prayer is answered, we're bound together in a lasting fellowship of the Spirit. Prayer for the day. I pray that I may be loyal to God and to others. I pray that my life today may be lived close to His and to theirs. Hazelden Foundation, P.O. Box 176, Center City, Minnesota 55012. I'm Buddy, and I'm an alcoholic.
We hope you enjoyed today's readings. You can also receive Transitions Daily via email and discuss today's readings in our secret Facebook group. So for more information, go to dailyaaemails.com today.
Other than the 24 hours a day reading, unless otherwise specified, all quotes copyright Alcoholics Anonymous World Services, Inc., 1952, 1957, 1967, 1973, 1975, 1976, 1980, 1981, 1984, 1985, 1988, 1990, or 2001.